This is Outdated, and welcome to episode 31 of Beta Test. This is going to be the beginning of my time with the closed beta of Bless Unleashed. So this will be part 1 of my time with Bless Unleashed on Xbox One. It is a MMORPG designed apparently from the ground up for console. It's made, as you saw just there, by Bandai Namco. I'm literally loading in right now for the first time. The beta hasn't, when I'm filming this first bit of footage, the beta hasn't even started yet. I just got the thing downloaded and I was just testing to make sure it actually ran. So it's using the Unreal Engine. The Unreal Engine is, I'm sure it's using Unreal Engine 4, but the Unreal Engine is a great engine. That's always a good sign. Not for MMOs particularly, but in general. It's the engine that powers games like Gears of War, but it also is the engine that powers Fortnite. So, and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's very versatile. Although, in the days of last gen, it made a lot of games that were brown and gray. That was more of a aesthetic that was popular back then. Okay, I'm turning the brightness up because I know that when you put videos online, sometimes they're darker than they really were. Okay, so it shouldn't even let me in right now. Yeah, there you go. It's saying when the thing starts, and we're not quite there yet, but at least the install worked, and that's good. I thought maybe it would give me the ability to make my character or something. A. Press button to start. Okay. So this is actually a different play session. And I hop back in again. The closed beta begins on July 11th, or whatever time. And it tells you known issues. Nothing has been optimized yet that much. That's one of the things it says, because I read through the whole thing here, but I can't read it right now. To be completely honest, because when recording the audio for this, the screen that I'm looking at is so small. Even with glasses on, I can't actually read the writing. So I'm going to tell you what I remember here, basically. That there are some known issues, including it needs to be optimized, and including cinematics. There are some balancing issues between classes. Settings have not been completed. There's a lot that isn't here. So basically it's saying, and this is an important, for this whole show, beta test, any episode of this, understand these games aren't done. That's why they're in beta. So there are going to be issues. There are supposed to be. Don't use that to judge the game. That's why I try to be fair about that. I'll tell you what I'd like to see them work on. But generally speaking, I like the fact that they put it right out front. This is what we're working on. And I just read that. So, okay, so I had tried to get in, but I wasn't. Now, this footage here is from the day that you could actually play. And unfortunately, it was not done downloading the patch yet. So, this is the end user agreement. I'm going to try to log into my Bandai Namco account. They're also the good people that allowed me to beta test, the network test for Code Vein, which, but for some reason I can't get it to let me log into the account. I've tried, and I can't let you see that either way. So, let's see. Picking my server. And I want to start. And I want to make a character. Okay, so we have class. We have the Crusader, the Berserker. I think it's Ranger, Mage. Wow, you're short. And Priest. Oh, I see. There's different races. I'm gonna go with the Crusader, and I can either be human or Ippen. I'm gonna go with human, and I'm gonna be. There's a big difference in those body types, isn't there? But I am going to be male, since I am male. Not that that's always going to be true, but you know. Okay, suddenly I'm naked. Alright, it's just giving me a few character creation options here. That's fine, because usually I'm not going to spend a bunch of time going through that. I would rather you get to see the gameplay. But the character creation tool for an MMO is actually more important than in most games, since you're going to be stuck with this character for hundreds of hours. So I'm going to go with what I like to call the Jesus hair. Oh, that's muscle tone. I can't even tell on this screen, but it actually gets more toned. Either way, even the flabby one makes me look good, or makes me look bad, so. Okay. I don't like that armor. Alright, that armor's better. I like that armor. Alright, character name. Let's see. It doesn't show the overlay where I'm typing it in. I'll just pop up the name here in a second. Drakkenmere. Name not allowed. Please ensure your name contains only letters and no profane words. Oh. Alright, I didn't have any profane words, but I did have a space, which isn't a letter. So we'll just go with Draken. So I always use the same names, and this one's different. I mean, it's a new name I decided to use. So this thing's still uploading the patch. It's only at 43%. So at this playthrough, that actually is going to be it for now. But I will, with the next clip, we'll be ready to rock and roll. So that's what I'm going to look like whenever I get started. Downloaded, it's sitting at 43%. This will take a little while. So I have to come back to it in a few hours probably. And we're back. And it is now downloaded. So let's check this bad boy out. Draken. And we're loading. The bottom right corner has a little circle with the percentage, and it's going pretty quick. It's not too bad. MMOs usually take a while because their worlds are really big. But this is probably some sort of a tutorial, so it shouldn't be as big as the normal load time.
Where the light ends, a black blade shall split the sky, and Luminous will return to sow the seeds of shadow once more. Famine and decay will follow in her wake, and the lash of war will be unleashed. Cries of despair will fill the air, and herald the coming of the Undying. An ancient seal will be broken, and an army of chaos shall rise from the breach. Only a bearer of the bounty may be able to put darkness at the door. The die has been cast. Luminous awoken. Before the goddess of darkness can conquer all, go forth and find the fragments of the gods.
Find the fragments of the gods, eh? Okay. And that's me. At least for the tutorial. Alright, now one thing I like and don't like. It has all the controls and with combos and stuff like that right at the top left of the screen. And that's also where it puts instructions and things like that. I do like that. it kind of, I mean, I don't because it clutters up the HUD.
Can you hear me? My time is short.
But I do like it because it does teach me
You
how.
are caught in a dream, and I have found my way in. Be cautious. The Shadow Spawn seek to do you harm.
Don't they always? They're called Shadow Spawn, for Christ's sake. What do you think they're gonna do? Give me cuddles and make donuts? Sorry, I'm a fat guy. I like donuts. Here we go. Oh, that's a Shadow. Oh, wow, God. Okay. Maybe I should fight. There's evade, there's jump. I took them out pretty quickly. One thing I'm noticing, I don't see
They are summoned by an evil force.
a way to block
an
it.
enemy you will encounter on the road ahead.
Can I not block with my shield? Oh, more guys. I'm sorry, I'm used to things like Dark Souls and where I can like lock on and then work like that, and I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Ow! Considering how big he is, it makes sense he could launch me, and even though that is a little bit dramatic, the distance, yes, attack the air, brilliant. But it kind of works in a high fantasy setting. Like, piece of crap. There you go, that'll teach you who's boss. I'm the boss. Yeah, come on. Alright, never mind.
You who are protected by the White Lantern must defeat them. May Fasara's blessing be with you, always.
I'm protected by the White Lantern. You mean like the DC Comics White Lantern? Oh, Lord. There's quite a few of them there. I need a lock on me. I'm trying to, you know... I think it does lock on a little bit, but I think it does it on its own, like you just focus the camera. There was, I saw a little circle right on his belly. I don't know how I'm getting it to do that. Oh, whoa, this is boss help. That's a big axe. It's a pretty cool looking axe, I gotta admit. Ow, I'm just standing toe to toe with him. Okay, that wasn't really a boss. It's more like a, you know, not boss. Alright. Here we go. I had to restart the clip. Here we are. I think this is a boss. Okay. Let's do this. That's a boss on the bar. Ow. There, I've got it locked on. There is a lock on there. Okay, first off, just like in something like Dark Souls, they get into a maneuver of attacks. You know, certain, like when you start doing a combo, you start doing that combo, and you're kind of locked into it. Oh crap, I'm stuck. Okay, I gotta hit the bumpers and the triggers and all the bullets. Okay, let's just wail on it. It looks like he is in the same way. Like if he starts a combo, he has to go through the entire motions. The difference is, in Dark Souls, the bosses, the regular enemies, you know, you can kind of like change where you're aiming it by just changing who you're launching onto, and it may be able to go something far. Here it seems like once he starts his maneuver, he's stuck doing it in the direction he's doing it. So it's easy to kind of manipulate to get around it. I'm getting the poop kicked out of me by this guy though. But I'm kicking his butt too. Here he goes. There you go. Like he's attacking. I'm not even over there. I haven't been there in like 30 seconds. Now, stuck again. I'll walk right into that. Stop your laser-eyed cyclopean shoot. Okay, I just killed myself. Hit him with my shield, why not? Let's be Captain America. Ow. He's almost dead, but I'm not doing too well. Thankfully, he was attacking nobody there for a second, so we stay here. What are you doing now? Okay, would you like to play through the prologue? You can obtain additional rewards. I say yes. Let's start that by hitting A. So we've made it to the tutorial. We're going to start the prologue, which apparently is totally optional, but you do get rewards for playing it, so. Okay, cue load screen. So far, graphically, it's pretty good. It isn't as good as the last MMO I did here in a previous episode, which was Black Desert Online. The graphics of that were just stunning. But the graphics are good, and for an MMO, they don't need to be that good. They just need to be functional, and they need to run smoothly. Because with all those players online, you have issues with latency and all that, and ping and processing. And I'm playing on Xbox One X, so I should have the best console experience I can have based on my internet speed, which unfortunately is not the highest, which may be one of the reasons they chose me for this, to make sure it'll work with, you know, your average person's internet speed, not somebody living in a city. What is it with MMOs and you always waking up in some random little bedroom someplace and just walking around aimlessly? Alright, here we go. The mini-map up there is a little hard to read. It's very colorful, which is nice. Oh, here we are. Tellurian Island. I was going to try to attack the barrel. You know, like the old Diablo days. Maybe there's gold. Alright, that has an icon over his head. What are you? Boy. We're supposed to tend the white flame today. Okay, I'm coming. Boy, when I run, I shake my booty.
Wow.
I don't mean in real life. I mean in the game. Okay, I'm going to ignite the flame. Yes. And I win. Game over.
You had a chance to look around the festival?
Okay. It did say one of the things they weren't done with is the voice acting, and that a lot of it isn't done and it isn't final. MMOs have very little voice acting usually. In comparison, I really would like to see an MMO with more voice acting because it increases the immersion of the game. MMOs already have a reputation of being more about balancing numbers on your character than they are about an actual adventure and a story. I would like, because you can't get invested if there isn't anybody talking, and you know, don't get me wrong, it was possible back in the day without voice acting, but it isn't really so much anymore. Okay. So this must be the main menu. Well, odd camera angle there. Dungeons. I'm gonna have to check some of this stuff out later. I'm just kind of seeing what's here. I probably should just get back to actually playing the game though, eh? So I'm on a quest, I gotta go find him. Okay. Here we go. Where'd Foy go? Yeah, I think the town's really pretty. I think they did a really good job. And I like that blue light that I just saw for a second, showing me where to go. Connection with the server has been lost. Okay. And that's something to consider too. This thing is in beta. If they find an issue, especially if it's a big issue, they may have to shut the servers down to repair the issue and then pull the servers back up. So I'm going to have to work around that. Now, this closed beta starts on the 11th and is over on the 15th. I'm actually recording this audio on the 15th. So most of my gameplay was from the 11th and 12th. So I think I have a little bit from the 13th in here too. So I've reloaded in, and that fire is no longer lit. And Foy is still standing here.
Have you had a chance to look around the festival?
Hurry up and light the white flame. But I can't. Okay, so that's an issue. When something like this happens, it's not resetting or setting the quest where it was. I probably would have had to finish this probably incredibly simple quest of lighting a flame and then following this dude. But that's an issue that the company will need to look at. For now, I'm going to try to go back up here. Whoa, that was, fun. Maybe, reset it by walking away and coming back. But they said that these are the kind of issues, there are issues you're going to see. And this one is honestly expected from an MMO. You wouldn't see this in a, closed environment game. A game that is not always online where you're interacting with other players. But you will see it with a game like this. It's normal. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with it here. I may just move on and skip it. Let's see if it'll let me skip it. Yeah, I'm gone. Let's go ahead and start exploring. No. What the heck? Is he still there? God, Foy, get with the program. I'm leaving it behind. You can tell I'm in trouble. I'm walking right through the thing, which I don't think I was able to do before. Alright, let's just go. And to the left, you can see that blue light coming down. That's where I'm supposed to go. Market. See, last time it never gave me that. There we go. Let's see if I can talk to somebody.
The stars speak our destiny.
This is a wonderful island you have here. The land and powerful. Okay. Lots of reading. Not that I mind reading. I mean, reading's great. But usually video game writing is not, Shakespeare. So, and MMOs are just reading heavy, and that's fine, but they said the voice work isn't done yet. I would love to see a lot of this have some voice work. I know that would require them to actually hire voice actors or use people from their own crew or whatever to do, which is usually what you do, for alpha and beta stage until you can get somebody in to do the voices. But alright, so it looks like I have a quest. Somebody was supposed to be delivering some alcohol to someone. Hey, what are you?
I've got quite an assortment of goods to offer you today.
Oh yeah, you can tell that that voice acting is, honestly, the voice isn't bad. I mean, if they just clean it up a little polish-wise.
Oh, what a lovely time this is.
What are you, a cat? I'm allergic to cats, so, stay back. You dang gander. I will say some fantasy games have some really cool races and stuff, besides human. This kitty race would not be one of those. I don't, I think when you're going to have a race of little tiny cat people, if they're going to be tiny, they need to be cute to make it work. Example, Monster Hunter's Palicos in Monster Hunter World. They're freaking adorable, and I hate cats. And they're, no offense to cat lovers out there, but I'm literally allergic. They will kill me. So, I kind of, it's an evolutionary byproduct that we tend to hate things that will kill us. And he's looking for his dude that took alcohol and got lost, and he's right around the corner, and he's drunk. But these guys aren't cute. And so that would be one complaint. But you know what? I can live with that. It's not the end of the world. I do like that they're trying to give it a personality, though. They are definitely doing that. Hey, there's the alcohol. Or as one of my little kids used to call it, alcoholic. Alright, here we go. I say little kids. That little kid's like 21 now. Either way, here we go. That's where it went. Well, that was the hardest quest I've ever accomplished. He says sarcastically. Now talk to you. Feast Minister. Like First Minister? Yes, whatever that meant. I think I meant I leveled up or I completed a quest or something. Let's get back on the quest I was doing. There really isn't an exploration. You're really on a straight path here. A big open courtyard. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot to do here. And that's what we'll pick up. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Beta Test, where we're looking at the closed beta of Bless Unleashed. And so next episode we will continue to explore this closed beta. So please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you for watching. This has been Outdated. Peace. Out.